Good morning, students. Today we will discuss a chapter on economics titled as The Story of Village Palampur. This is your first chapter. We know that the needs of human beings are unlimited, but the resources to meet their needs are limited. So, there are various types of activities that need to be done, like economic and non-economic activities. What is economics? I have a question. Economics is the branch of knowledge or social science concerned with the production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. Through this chapter, we are going to learn about some basic concepts related with economics and economic activities, mainly about production. So, we are going to learn about a few great things with the help of a short story. The story is based on a village, Palampur. It is an imaginary village. Farming is the main activity in Palampur, whereas several activities such as small-scale manufacturing, dairy, transport are carried out on a limited scale. These production activities need various types of resources like natural resources, man-made items, human effort, and money. Natural resources, it means the resources are existed without the action of humankind. For example, land, soil, forest, etc. The next, man-made items. It means something that was created by man, like buildings, equipments, vehicles, etc. The next, human effort. It means work done by people. It may be physical or mental activities. For example, labors and knowledge. Then last, money. We know production activities involve making of goods and services. For this, money need to be buy things. Then what about Palampur? Palampur is well connected with the neighboring villages and towns. Palampur is connected to the big village Raiganj and a small town Shahpur by the all-weather road. What is the meaning of all-weather road? All-weather road is trafficable in all weather condition. Many kinds of transport are visible on this road, starting from bullock carts, tongas, bogies, to motor vehicles like motorcycles, jeeps, tractors, and trucks. The village has 450 families belonging to several castes like upper caste people and SC, ST people. Upper caste own majority of land, while the lower caste people are landless people. And the upper caste people house are quite large, made of cement plastering. And the Dalits or SC, they live in a corner of the village in smaller houses which are of mud and straw. From this we can see that the standard of living of the village is different. Most of the houses have electric connections. Electricity powers all the tubewells in the field is used in various types of small business. Moreover, Palampur has two primary schools, one high school, one government primary health center, and a private dispensary. We can conclude from this description that Palambur has well developed system of roads, transport, electricity, irrigation, schools, and health centers. There are two types of production activities mentioned in story: farming activity and non-farming activity. What is farming activity? Farming activities are related to agriculture. It's directly with the land. Whereas non-farming activities are not related to agriculture. And non-farming activities are not directly related to the land. Okay. Before we go into detail about production activities, we need to know about what is production. What is production? Production is an activity of transforming the resources into finished goods. It means the creation of something from raw materials. For example, a farmer engaged in farming that produce wheat, rice, potato, and so on. In this, farming is a production. The aim of production is to produce the goods and services that we want. Through production, human beings can fulfill their needs. There are 4 requirements for production. First, land. Second, labor. Third, physical capital. 4, human capital. Let's explain one by one. Land. Land is the first requirement of production. Land is a physical place where all the economic activities takes place. Land plays an important part in production. It refers anything that comes from the land. For example, water, forest, minerals, etc. Next, labor. Labor is the another important requirements of production of goods and services. It means people who will do work to transform resources into goods. There are 2 types of laborers: educated laborers and manual workers. Some production activities require highly educated workers to perform the necessary task. Other activities require workers who can do manual work. Each worker is providing the labor necessary for production. The third requirement is physical capital. Physical capital means the variety of inputs required at every stage during production. It is divided into 2: fixed capital and working capital. What is fixed capital? Tools, machines, buildings are called fixed capital. This capital required for production over many years. Tools and machines range from very simple tools such as a farmer's plow to sophisticated machines such as generators, turbines, computers, etc. Then, working capital. Raw material and money in hand include in working capital. For example, the yarn used by the weaver and the clay used by the potter. Also, some money is always required during production to make payments and buy other necessary items. Then, the last and final is human capital. Human capital is the knowledge and enterprise to be able to put together the land, labor, and physical capital to produce an output. Our knowledge, skills, habits all are part of human skills. These are the 4 requirements necessary for production. So today we have learned few things through the story, like farming activities, non-farming activities, production, and last requirements of production. You have questions. Identify the land, labor, and the fixed capital used in production. Thank you everyone. See you in next video.